everyone. Welcome to the Near Fall podcast for GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Donald J. Brower, bringing you all the news of wrestling throughout the state of New Jersey. Big week, counties week, had a lot of county tournaments. It was just a really light week as far as individuals, but a lot of county tournaments, and a lot of these people who I'm going to talk about next, our sponsors, were big reasons why we could broadcast as much as we did this week. So let's shout them out. Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Dan Wernickoff. I've said this before, I'll say this again. And I don't know how many times I got to keep saying it, but I love saying it. Your body's like a car. You're going to get the good stuff. You're going to do everything. You're going to make it look nice, lift weights. You need the proper fuel to run. Dan will help you. He'll craft meal plans. It's not box meals that you get that you got a microwave or anything like that. It's literally, he'll give you the ingredients. You can go out and get it. The whole family can enjoy it. It's fun, nutritious meals. Dan Wernickoff, Champion Athletes. Apex Wrestling School, 3 locations in New Jersey, 1 in New York, multiple opening up. Dane Tabano, Damian Logan, one of the fastest growing wrestling schools in the area. And they're one of the main reasons why we were able to bring you the Essex County tournament with their generosity. So give them, if you're looking for any additional training, they know what they're doing. They have a lot of national representation, and that's not a fluke. The Harrington companies, Hoffman Landscaping, Harrington Demolition and Recycling, and Harrington Construction. You hear me say it on the podcast, you hear me say it here. If you got a real nice house, you want to make it look nicer, give the landscaping or construction a call. You got a real dump and you want to rip it down and start over, give the demolition and recycling a call. The Harrington companies. Performance Trophy and Medals, conveniently located at 236 South Salem Street in Randolph, New Jersey, right off Route 10. Honoring achievement, 1 award at a time. Big response, obviously, after each match. Our social media, they are Performance Trophies Hammer of the Match, and it's been a huge thing, and we thank them for being the sponsor for that. And Forum Coffee, redefining the New Jersey coffee experience. Location in East Hanover, location in Livingston, Cumington, the West Orange, Cedar Grove, and Chatham. They're born in New Jersey. They're the Grogan family. They know what they're doing. They're wrestling fans, and they're the official coffee of GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Now, we'll recap this week. Like I said, it was counties week. We had a lighter schedule, but we did have some really good matches this past week, especially some we were on the call for. Going back to the 21st, there were 3 really big ones we had going on. When you looked first, the one I was at, Newton defeated Dover 43-32, won the NJAC Colonial Division. Back and forth matchup. Dover's a young squad, and I think this will help them in the future, get some experience in the big moments, but they put up a fight, but Newton winds up coming on top as the Colonial Division champion. In the National Division, came down to the last period, and Morris Knowles basically took control of that division and has clinched at least a share of it. The only thing that could possibly happen is if they lose to Randolph coming up and Montville wins, it would be a tie. And then it would be a share. But right now they're in their driver's seat. They beat Roxbury 34-33. And in the American division, wasn't for the division, but a really hard fought battle, which we streamed. Mount Olive topped Pope John 34-27. A little chippiness, and when you're in that high level of competition, that happens. But that was a really good quad. So you can watch those on our YouTube channel if you want to go back and look at them. Some other stuff you can watch on our YouTube channel. On the 23rd, we had a couple of things we did. We were at the Essex County Tournament Finals, boys and girls. So what they did was they intermingled it, and they had the boys going on Wednesday, and then Thursday they had the boys wrestle and intermingle with the girls, and then they had the girls on one mat, boys on another, 3rd and 5th for boys on the far mat. Supposed to be in West Orange at the ice hockey arena. I think it's Cody Arena. There was a problem with the heater. They couldn't get it on. It wasn't working right, so they moved it to Essex County College in Newark. Big venue, nice venue. Little parking was an issue, but that's anywhere, especially when you're bringing that many people. But they did a really great job down there. Seton Hall won it, 3rd year in a row. Caldwell was 2nd. West Essex was 3rd. Caldwell didn't have a couple wrestlers up top. due to a medical situation, but everything seems to be okay now. But it's going to be a really good end of the season. But Seton Hall walks away as your winner for there. And on the girls' side, Bloomfield ran away with it. They were the overall champion for the first Essex County girls tournament. And then we did alumni night in Hackettstown as Hackettstown hosted Somerville, whose head coach used to go to Hackettstown. Hackettstown won 42-30. Then we were at the Morris County tournament Friday. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Record numbers for all the streams and especially the finals. We're really appreciative of everything we do and everybody thanking me and everything. I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot. I think we did the best coverage in a while there as far as with the tournament and the live stream and everything we did. And trust me, if you liked what you saw this year, the improvements we're already making for next year and the plans, doesn't mean we're waiting till then. We already have the plans in the works to make it even a more interactive experience next year. So thank you for everybody who tuned in there. But we were also, so that tournament, Mount Olive was the runaway winner. They finished first. Hanover Park was second. West Morris was third. Those were my three predictions, and that's kind of how I thought they would go. But you can watch the entire live coverage that we had, as well as the finals with myself and Coach Big on our YouTube channel. And we also had a team at the Passaic County Tournament Finals in West Milford. Wayne Valley was the runaway winner there. Second was PCTI, and third was DePaul. James Clark and John Kovacs were on the call there. That's also on our channel. But yeah, really, really great, numbers this weekend, and everybody tuning in and the compliments and everything we did. So we're really happy to be the premier coverage provider in the state of New Jersey for wrestling. I'll do that another plug later for that. But as far as the rankings, there's really no real change. We had a couple, matchups, but nothing that really shook anything. The county tournaments changed, so it kind of was like a half-week schedule for a lot. So there's no reason to go on the rankings. They really haven't changed. The one thing that was under consideration this week is my wrestler of the week. Listen, guys, I know you want to give me some criteria to do some stuff, but man, on the boys' side was insane. So let's do the girls first, and I'll break down the boys' side. So honorable mention. I want to give an honorable mention to Gabby Conti from Hanover Park, finishing fourth at the MCT at 106. We were trying to confirm it. I think we have. She's the first ever girl to place at the Morris County tournament. So congratulations to Gabby. And she's my neighbor, lives about a block up the street. She always waves, and her father's like, hello. So really great to see her go out there and showcase with some of the top people. And then my girl wrestler of the week, however, is sophomore Aaliyah Burke from Irvington. I was down at the Essex County tournament when I was watching it. She was losing in the 138 final. And fought off her back. Looked like she was stuck at one point. Fought off her back, reversed her opponent, and pinned her opponent to walk away with the 138 title for Irvington. So congratulations, Aaliyah Burke. Now, as I said, for the boys, there's many criteria I use when I look, and you guys gave me a ton this week. So first, 100 wins. Mark Montour from West Morris, you're in consideration. Then maybe somebody breaks a school record. We had a couple of those. Columbia's Jared Van Allen and Reed Ortewire from, as I said Columbia, I said it twice, so it's late, folks. Come on. They beat the school record of 102. Both of them did at the same time by Devin Roca. Then, and you think that's good, Par Hill's James McGinty, he set a new school record with 117 wins, beating Justin Carifi's school record. But wait, Hanover Park's Vincenzo Laval set a new school record, at 140, beating the previous record of Joey Oliveri and Nikki Ramo of 138. So you think, oh, it's got to be one of those. No, we have two guys who did something even bigger. Two guys who won their fourth championship, and it was both in the same tournament. Like, guys, I love that you guys are doing some stuff, but man, you're making it hard for me to decide. So it was between Ryan Langenmeyer from Lakeland, who won his fourth, and James Conklin from PCTI. And when I measured it up, I said, what can I do to break the tie? And I let the coaches decide from the PCT. And they chose James Conklin as the OW, so he's my wrestler of the week, James Conklin for PCTI. I mean, you want to talk about the one-upsmanship. I felt like I was at a poker game and everybody just kept having the better hand for Texas Hold'em. But congratulations, James Conklin, and congratulations, Aaliyah Gordon Burke. Now, just because counties are over doesn't mean we're done with our coverage. We got a ton coming up. I know tomorrow I'll be on the call as Hanover Park travels to Montville. That's an earlier match, starts I think about 6 o'clock. So we'll be on the call there. Then the next day, we're going to have the crew down at Ridge. Kittatinny's going to come in and face Ridge. And then a really big one in the Big North. Passaic Valley is going to be coming to Wayne Valley. We're going to be on the call there. That's going to be for the Independence Conference Championship for the Big North. Those two teams are out in front, and that's going to be a really big battle. The next day, we're going to have the crew out at Hackettstown as Belvedere will be coming into town. James Clark will be on the call there. And then I will be, and this is when we did the match of the week, people didn't think we were going to go with it as far as, we were going to try to do it. We did. We are. We're going to St. Joe's Metuchen. If St. Peter's Prep comes in, we'll be on the call there. And then Friday, two more really big ones. Ridge is going to head out to North Hunterdon, and a matchup that's going to be really good for the Super Essex Conference. Seton Hall Prep is going to travel to West Essex. I'll be on the call for that one as well. And then we have a night matchup. You're sitting there on Saturday, you're looking at it, you go, you know what? Where can I go and watch some really good wrestling? Tune in to GardenStateHSWrestling.com because we're going to have Warren Hills at Delaware Valley. That's one of those old conference matchups, and it's going to be insanely good out there. And that'll be one of those ones. You can just tune in, watch on the YouTube. I feel like an old man when I say the YouTube. Watch on YouTube, and we'll be out there broadcasting there. If you want to be a part of the limited opportunities we have left for live streaming, message me at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Send me the email. Tell me which one you want to come out to, or send me on the socials. We'll try to get out. Like I said, we have limited opportunities left because there's not too many more weeks left. We're getting towards the end here. They always say that the wrestling season is more of a sprint than a marathon, and we're at the third turn, and I can see Atlantic City. We're right there, and we're ready to start hitting the postseason stuff. So, try to get in what you can. Also, follow us on our social medias on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardenStateHSW, on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Get notified when we go live with one of these matches. We have this podcast up or any of the other stuff. I mean, we have a ton of stuff coming up, and, it's, be a part of that. And, before we go, I thanked everybody for the numbers. I really want to thank everybody. It's been a fun week. Professionally, it's been a little trying personally. For a lot of people don't know, I came home after the Essex County tournament to a busted pipe in my basement. Haven't been doing that. And my wife is, 8 months pregnant. We just had her baby shower on Sunday. So it's been a lot of personal stress and everything. All the well wishes, all the thank yous, everybody who came up and said I did a great job, everybody tuning in. It was really appreciative. I appreciate it. My family appreciates it. My wife even watched, and she was just like, she saw everybody saying hello and doing everything. And, she really appreciates, because I love wrestling. She's not from a wrestling background. So I think she just thinks I'm some weirdo who talks into a camera, and to see that a lot of people are really interested in what I have to say, I think kind of opened her eyes a little bit with a lot of the stuff. But I just want to thank everybody, honestly, for, their well wishes, their presence. She's registered on Amazon if anybody wants to send anything. Just throw it out there. Amanda Brower. But you don't have to. I'm just teasing, unless you want to. But it was a really good time. And, another thing I want to do is also is thanking you is, I really want to thank my crews from this week. It made it really super easy. The guys we had at the MCT, the guys we had at the PCT, Jared, the podcasting legend, kind of handling both and everything. It made a very stressful and crazy couple days with all the tournaments very easy, and not have to be super stressful, and allow me to focus on that stuff. So thank you guys. But like I said, we're here. Yeah, everybody talks about that march to Atlantic City. It's coming. Like I think we have another week left, and then it's the cutoff for sectionals. Then before you know, we're gonna be at districts, regions, states, and we're gonna be covering a ton. So I gotta get my rest. But I will see you guys Matt side this week. For Jared, the podcasting legend, I'm Donald J. Brower for GardenStateHSWrestling.com. See you this Matt on the weeks. That was messed up at the end, but we're gonna keep it in because I don't want Jared to have to do any editing. We'll see you this week.